I don't remember my first WWF pay per view. I watched like Warrior versus Hogan. I don't even know if that was even the same year, but I did watch. I don't know which one was because it was like the Superstars era and like just nothing was live at the time. But I definitely distinctly remember my first WCW pay per view, and it wasn't live, but at least it was like I got the tape from my dad's friend from work, and then I would watch it relatively recent. I didn't have cable at the time. I won't get cable till after. Pretty sure I could get cable after the pay per view, and it was WCW Great American Bash. Don't remember the year. I'll just tell you the card. First off, the Nasty Boys versus the Blue Bloods. Phenomenal match. There's an octopus in the ring. God bless you, Jonathan Gresham. Nasties could brawl. Bobby Eaton was the high flyer and Regal was the tactician, the tall tactician. They don't really play up that dynamic. And later on, like a couple of years ago, I finally found out he's not even British. And he was a part of like these NWA gimmick, which is very interesting. Ric Flair versus Macho Man Savage was the main event. No Hogan. I thought it was weird that Hogan didn't show up. So there was no WWF title. The US title was between Sting and Meng. That was a brutal match. Flair. That felt like an Attitude Era match, like other than the bright lights and stuff, like stole the cane from Savage's dad and then beat the crap out of Savage. It was brutal. I thought that was I think the Randy Savage Ricky Steamboat Mania is overrated. I felt like this was a much more brutal match. It wasn't my favorite as a kid. It's too dark for me. Sting vs. Ming I liked a lot. Ming plays an unstoppable giant. Very unique. And this is even before I heard about the stories about him, like, biting people's noses and taking out 10 people and police officers and tasers and all that stuff. But he was just great to see in the ring. I don't care if he didn't have promos. People were like, oh, he didn't draw stuff. But he was a tough guy. And showed it was really cool. And it was to the point where Sting couldn't beat him with a Scorpion Death Drop. He had to beat him at the Scorpion Death Lock. He had to beat him with a Flying DDT, which I wish he would use more often. In a fanfic of wrestling, I have this clone of Sephiroth's Black 10 to a Flying DDT to his opponents. In 5th grade when that stuff didn't make any sense. Harlem Heat versus Bunkhouse Buck, whatever. It was weird. It was sort of like heel versus heel. Not like everyone because they were heels. But Harlem Heat stood out more. A lot of NWA gimmicks I didn't like at the time, so I probably more like Wyndham and stuff. What else was there? There only 4 matches on the card. I guess that's what I remember at the moment. Let me see what else there is. It's 95. It's on WWE. It's the first American Bash in 3 years, so that was a great thing to be a part of. Wikipedia doesn't. Shivani and Heenan were great. As I mentioned before, Octopus in the Ring. Scott D'Amore was here and was billed as Chris Canyon, apparently. I don't think he was. Oh, Pittman was Scott D'Amore. Interesting. Oh, Alex Wright versus Brian Pillman, not Billy Kidman. That was the starting match. That was a phenomenal match. Before the Cruiserweights, they had that match. He was Flying Brian. I didn't know about the whole Hollywood Blondes thing. They both look like a bunch of jobbers to me, but they're very athletic. I like how they didn't have the luchador stuff. I bet that won't work. Attitude Era to the 90s. And GPW Era was pretty good. Final match very underrated. That's Wonder Kid. Phenomenal moonsault he does for his entrance and everything. Robert Pillman was just a great technician, flying technician. He could fly while doing technical stuff, which is pretty cool. Less of that nowadays. As a kid, I was ready for Dave Sullivan, even though it was like so stupid. DDP was brought together with Diamond Doll and Max Muscle. Arm wrestling contest. They made this feud a long time. I don't know why they put DDP with this. The Diamond Cutter was such a devastating finisher. Pittman wasn't 2 matches. That's weird. Pittman broke Duggan's arm. Didn't amount to much. Then Duggan chased him out with 2x4. And those 2 matches are pretty big downers, so otherwise pretty good. The break was Arn Anderson. Keep in mind, I didn't know Arn Anderson had such a huge legacy as a TV champ, but the Renegade actually wasn't that bad in the match. He was actually pretty excellent. He didn't sold it very well. His finish was like he jumped at the top. He was more. People say he's the Ultimate Warrior ripoff, but he was so much more athletic than he was. And all these other moves. And no sold pretty good. There were the promos, really. That's why he had Jimmy Hart there. So in the end of he no sold the DDT, which is pretty disgraceful too. But his finish was excellent. It was like a 5-star frog splash or whatever that was. He just find the clip of him explaining the thing and how he did the match. He just went flying from the other side of the ring and then beat him with it. It was a phenomenal match in my opinion. I also didn't know where he was part of the Ric Flair stuff. They didn't associate him with Ric Flair or the Hulk Hogan stuff. It was sort of weird how they had them in the match, but they didn't do that stuff. Probably the Nasty Boys were the Blue Bulls was really late. That's pretty much it. What are your thoughts? Subscribe.